Hello, my undead friends. Welcome to All You Need Is Lore, a preparatory series that will be laying the groundwork for more in-depth and high-quality lore videos in the future. I am your host, the Dark Hollow, and I hope you are having a magnificent day. You are very much encouraged to discuss the lore in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Hello, everyone. The Dark Hollow, and good to be back. Yeah, it's been a while. I explained everything in the channel update that I posted before this video. Or I should have posted before this video, if everything goes correctly. Yeah, but it's good to be back. So we're gonna play some more Elden Ring. This is not gonna be a very in-depth lore through. I am gonna focus on the lore, but yeah, we're gonna try to keep some momentum in this playthrough. But let's get everything sorted out first of all. We're gonna read the item descriptions. Memory of Grace. The memory of first grace, which once guided bygone tarnished to the lands between. Lose all runes, and return to the last site of grace visited. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring. Become the Elden Lord. So yeah, I'm gonna read them real quick. I'm not gonna analyze them too much because we we will have plenty of time to analyze everything. Right now, I just want to play some Elden Ring. Tarnished wizened finger. A finger of corpse wax, so emaciated the bone is visible. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Yeah, so this is a finger left by a previous tarnished who was here to help us, the next tarnished to come here. A sword-shaped stone key breaks the seal on imp statues, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. So I chose this as my starting gift, because I think it's the best option of all the starting gifts, and we have two of them, so that's really nice. Club. A thick, solid lump of wood. Wielding this striking weapon requires no skill. A simple, primitive weapon that requires only brute strength and persistence to hammer your foe into the ground. Skill, Barbaric Roar. Let loose a bestial roar to rally the spirit and increase attack power. While active, strong attacks change to savage combo attacks. Right, so those are all our items. We chose the Wretch as starting class because someone told me that it's a fun starting class to choose if you're relatively new to the game. And we have very few items to read through because we have barely any equipment, so that's kind of nice. We can just keep it going. So magnificent. Just amazing. Let's have a real quick look at some of the surroundings in the chapel before we go on. Here we have a woman holding... She's not holding anything, but she's raising her hand towards the door. We have a dead person over here. Yeah, I think because I already played through a large part of the game and I already watched some lore throughs and lore videos, I'm already aware of a lot of the lore. So I'm not gonna pretend I'm blind. I'm just gonna say this is... I think this is a maiden. We will receive our own maiden soon, but this is one who's dead here, and she's leaving us the finger of a tarnished. So possibly this was her tarnished before he died, though I don't think tarnished can really die. Okay, so let's go outside now. Yeah, the Earth Tree. It reminds me of Yggdrasil, the world tree of Norse mythology, which symbolizes knowledge, I think, and life. I think it has to do with Odin as well, but I'm not that versed on Norse mythology, so I'm not going to pretend that I am. That is Stormvale Castle. We will come there later. And in the distance, I think that is Limgrave, though the fog is too thick for us to actually see it. Once again, we are gonna get deeper into the lore as we go further, as we find more item descriptions, as we learn more. For now, we're just gonna play some Elden Ring. Also, I'm a bit rusty, so I might be saying a lot, but hopefully that will not be the case as much as we go further. I do want to turn off. I want to turn my game to offline mode so I don't get spoiled by messages, because I want to discover all the secrets myself. But we'll do that next video. For now, this is fine. So we see a giant statue of Queen Marika. I recognize her from the intro. And behind her is what looks like a snake of some sorts, though it does not have a head. There we see the Earth Tree again, and this takes us... This goes in the direction of Stormvale Castle, though I don't think it really connects. Maybe it did connect at some point, but the land broke down, if you know what I mean. The Grafted Scion. Yeah. I hoped I would be able to land one hit. Unfortunately not. But yeah, I'm rather rusty, so it was to be expected.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Calling it now, best waifu. Actually, no. Well, fuck it. Actually, I like the Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper. She is my favorite Souls waifu. Let me know what your favorite Souls waifu is in the comments. Flask of Crimson Tears. Flask of Cerulean Tears. Let's check out those item descriptions real quick. A sacred flask of Crimson Tears. A sacred flask, modeled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Filled with crimson tears, this flask restores HP with use. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die, until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation. To seek the Elden Ring. So this is pretty much the same description, except it is filled with cerulean tears, and they restore FP, which is basically your mana or magicka, which you use to cast spells. An interesting tidbit that I see here is that the one washed up on the grave site was sure to die, until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation. So this was given to us by the women, by the waifu from the cutscene, and we washed up. So I'm stealing this straight out of Eridan's videos. He came up with this, I think. We were killed or defeated by the Scion, tossed off the cliff from the Chapel of Anticipation, where we started. And then we drifted towards here. Seeing as, well, there's a lot of water here, and this seems to be a subterranean cavern, and maybe it's even under the sea, possibly, because you see a lot of water dripping down. How exactly we washed up here, I would not know, but still, very interesting from Eridan, who you should, by the way, watch if you haven't seen his Elden Ring lore playthrough. It's really good. I enjoyed it. He's a funny man. Let's talk to the ghost. Oh, crap. Let's do that again. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Alright. This is the tutorial. I'm gonna do it. I've played the game already, so it's probably a bit redundant to do the tutorial, but whatever. It's free experience, and yeah, we might learn something, because I glossed over all the tutorial messages really quickly in the previous playthrough, so we'll read them in more detail this time. Resting at the site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where the light converges. Lost grace discovered. Let's rest here. So what can we do? We can pass the time, because there is a day-night cycle in this game. I think different enemies only appear at different times. That's really unique for a Souls game. We can upgrade our flask. We can upgrade the amount of flasks we have. How many sips we can take from our flask of Crimson Tears. We can increase the amount of health that it restores, and we can allocate our flasks, so we can have 4 health potions or 1 mana, or 4 mana potions, or anything in between. For now we'll go 3-1. In my previous build I just went full warrior. This time I have something different planned, which will involve us using FP, so we will keep the 1. This is a chest where we can store items. That's really nice. I'm not sure if there's a maximum to your to how much items we can carry. I don't see it. Anyway, let me just real quick put my my Crimson Flask here on the down button, and I will remove my Memory of Grace and put my Cerulean Flask on the up button. That should do fine for us. Again, not gonna read these messages because I don't want to be spoiled. And I think, honestly, a lot of the messages are just pretty lame jokes. Though there are some good ones. I will say right now, I'm not much of a parrier. I'm more of a backstab kind of guy. So I'm not even gonna try to parry, because I'll just embarrass myself. Use armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. Let's two-hand this sucker. Okay. I know how to block. I know how to block, don't worry. You can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge or a backstab. Both of these actions consume stamina. Did it say backstab or backstab? Actually. There's a crossbowman up there. In every corner of the lands between, you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for item crafting. Nice. Let me just take a quick sip of water. Oh. Gotta stay hydrated. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. I love the Limgrave soldier armor. Green and red is a very good combo. Green, black and white too, which is why I chose for this color scheme for our character. So these soldiers, they have made a little camp here, they have their supplies. I do wonder what they are doing in these caves. We'll let the crossbowmen be. We won't go down there. Left trigger to use skill. Can I actually disrupt his attack with this? Nice, I can. That's useful. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you. Especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. Nice. Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. didn't really seem to work there, but sure. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace you visited. However, if there's a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. As Eredin noticed, her hands and part of her arm has been cut off. Intriguing. So here we have our first boss, a soldier of Godric. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy stance. Right trigger immediately after blocking attack is a guard counter. Well. I'm not sure if that's really working for us. We'll try that out later, the guard counter. Say what you will about the club, but it is really good for staggering enemies. Not too shabby. So that was the tutorial. We are now back at the water cave. Strength, a new emote. So we have graves here, a skeleton, cobwebs, and another side of graves. Let me see how much souls we need, runes we need to level up. 673. This is a fog wall which can be opened by using a keystone on the gargoyles. However, I know what lies beyond this, and I'm not gonna go there right now. So we will save our stone sword key. Cooperative multiplayer. Okay, I'm not gonna do any multiplayer, so I won't read that. The finger severer. Tarnished furled finger. Tarnished furled finger. A finger of corpse wax, furled like a hook. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Just like the Wisden finger. Finger severer. This phantom blade severs the link formed by a furled finger, but the maiden scorn those who abuse it. I do really like black, white and red. Great color scheme. Oh. I always reset the elevator. It's just a little habit I picked up in previous Souls games. Just magnificent. This game looks stunning. On that note, my settings are rather low right now because I really want some good performance, and my hardware, my rig is not the best rig, so I will continue to tweak it because I think it's a little bit too low right now, but I'll continue to tweak it as we go further in the playthrough, so the quality should improve. It should look better. And I might upgrade my rig at some point, but we'll see. So we have a lost site of grace here. Can't even speak. Guidance of grace. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sides of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. So let's see. Yeah, it points towards the church. The map. Alright. Not gonna read that. I know how the map works. No lore to be found there either. So yeah, we need to find... we actually need to find the map before we can see it. Before we can see anything. But I know where to find it, so we'll pick that up real soon. Let's speak to our friend here, Vare.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
So basically what he said is, we have no game, we have no women, we are maidenless.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Just had a sip of water there. Yeah, so interesting. What is this grace? Why does it lead us? What is the purpose?
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Come on, man. You don't have to rub it in that we have no game, that we have no hose. Okay, let's start by checking out the back of the burial site, burial ground, tomb, whatever you want to call it. Come here, you. They're quick. Okay, enough with chasing the rabbits. I want their bones. So to make throwing daggers. Yeah, I don't think there's anything at the back here. Let's pick up this item. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations. as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gather at summoning pools. So this is where you can place your sign to be summoned. No lore here. Man, the Earth Tree looks so good. You have the Earth Tree, then you have the castle over there. I think there's a lake down here. Yes, there is. Such a varied vista or landscape. And it's interesting. Over yonder, in the distance, you see the statue with the little building next to it. That is actually where we started the game, where we fought the crafted Scion. He's rolling away. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Nice, a golden rune. Ah, I'm so bad. Yes, give me my thin beast bones. We see some ruins over here. And we are going to learn a lot more about these ruins. From item descriptions. Yeah, these runes play a pretty big part in the lore. Another skull. Whoa. You're crazy, man. Knock it out. Rolling everywhere. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm just killing all the animals. I need their bones for reasons. And some meat too. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna read all the crafting materials, because the lore is really minimal. If I remember from my last playthrough. You know what, I'll look at them real quick. Just a quick little glance. Sliver of meat. Dried meat toughens the constitution. Found by hunting herbivorous beasts. Flight pinion. Used for arrow fletching. Thin beast bones. Thin hard beast bones. Roa fruit. Found everywhere. It's just a fruit. There's a troll over there. We do not want to fight him yet. Hope he didn't see us. Sneak our way down here. Look at those cliffs. Where I'm from in the Netherlands, it's pretty much all flat, so you really do need to travel abroad or play video games if you want to see any kind of significant elevation. Otherwise, all you see is flat. So I'm really impressed with these cliffs. So we're on the beach. See if we can't get on this ruin. Nice. A golden rune. Which is like a soul item from previous games. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between. The lingering trace of gold. Used to gain 200 runes. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnished, provided a finger maiden can be found. Let's have another look at the artwork. Interesting. So here we have the tentacle monsters. I don't think I'll fight them yet. They are pretty tough. And we are pretty low level. Hello, turtle sir. He's so slow. Gotta love the wildlife in this game. So here we have some of the demi-humans. Basically monkey folk. Let's see if we can take them on. Okay, these two seem to be a little bit tougher. Vanquishing enemy groups. Vanquishing an enemy group will replenish your flask. The number and type of flasks to replenish varies, depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Some string. Do I even want to look at this? Probably not. But there might be some really deep lore in there. This is merely a goodly length of string. Wait, what did it say? Often carried by demi-humans. Okay. Let's have a little look at the demi-humans. Yeah, they kind of look like... maybe not Neanderthals, but like a primitive form of human. Not monkey per se, though they are a little bit ape-like. Words are hard. And here we have our first merchant friend. He is carrying a hand stick and what looks to be some sort of fishing tool, or perhaps a music instrument. I think it's actually a music instrument. I think I saw a video of them playing it once and it was actually pretty beautiful. Here's a donkey, which looks kind of malnourished. Okay, let's talk to our friend here.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
What do you sell? He has a broadsword. Nice, I like that. I like the broadsword. A club, which we already have. A short bow, which will be pretty nice. We might buy that. A arrow, a bolt, armor's cookbook. Let's just look at some of the item descriptions. We have boluses, No lore that I can see here. Green boluses made out of cave moss. Red boluses, light purple boluses made out of cave moss. Smithing stone. Stone used to smith a variety of armaments. A shard found in plenty. Strengthens armaments up to +3. Smithing stone is found throughout the lands between. And mining galleries built to excavate it can be found everywhere. Armorer's Cookbook 2. A record of crafting techniques left by an armorer who served the great General Radahn. Contains knowledge of dealing with rot, the application of fire in particular. So we can use this to craft the firebone arrow, firebone bolt, and neutralizing bonuses. This is really useful actually. Short bow. A small bow made to fire arrows over great distances. Other than its ability to fire off arrows in rapid succession, it is also well suited to use on horseback. To use a bow, arrows must be equipped. Sorry, it's late and I'm getting a little bit sick, so not as sharp as I usually am. Not that I am usually sharp. I'm sharper mostly. Iron round shield. An ordinary small round shield made of metal. Heavier than a wooden shield, but boasts a higher damage negation. Finely balanced, this shield is easy to use. Okay, a note contains information about land squirts. Giggity. Stanching boluses. Red boluses made from cave moss. Oh, we already looked at this. No, stone digger trolls. Contains information about stone digger trolls. Okay, so I want to buy the bow. I want to buy some arrows. I want to buy the sword. However,
All done? Well, be on your way.
However, we need to level up. We need to level up a little bit, I think. Which we can do. But I would just want to go and farm some souls, just explore a little bit. And then, once we have leveled a little bit, we will buy some equipment. And before anything, I need to buy the... it's not the binoculars, but the telescope. So we can zoom in on stuff and we can talk about it. Have some slug-like creatures over here. Okay, that's gonna take too long. They have a lot of health. Alright, let's just run here, grab the item. Gold pickled fowl food. We'll read that in a bit. And then I think there's nothing else to get here. We can try fighting them actually. So when you down them, you need to, when you kill them, you need to hit them again, because they will respawn if you do not. Let's take a little heal. Yeah, we are really squishy. We die really quickly because we have no armor and we are level 1, I think. Whereas most classes start between 5 and 10 or something like that. Oh, we have to hit him again. Okay, nice, we got him. Just take care of the crossbowmen. I like how his head falls off during the backstab. So is that everything over here? I think it is. Let's walk back. Before we level up, we need to get the maiden. Since we are maidenless, we have no game. But before we get the maiden, we need to find 3 sites of grace, if I recall correctly. So I can have another sip of water. I'm really parched. Nice, another skull. It's like a football. And a dungeon. Cool. Let's check out the dungeon. Actually, yeah, let's just check it out. Part of me just wants to get the 3 sides of grace out of the way so we can level up. But I think exploring might be a good idea. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. Because I have no torch and this cave is really dark. And YouTube makes my videos darker as it is, so you guys probably won't be able to see anything. Running, running. It's a good song. 21 Savage. Man. Sorry guys, I just need to take a little moment to admire this. The color palette of the Earth Tree. Oh my god. The sunset at sea is really beautiful. This game is really beautiful. It is pure eye candy. Oh. Okay. Take it easy, sir. Oh. Okay, there's a lot. Whoa. They are more... Jeez, okay. Words are hard. They are more mobile than you would think. They're quite quick on their feet, actually. But yeah, I like how Eridan calls this game a screensaver simulator. Because it really is. It really is a screensaver simulator. What is that? There was a trail of light, and it led over this way. I'm sure it was around here. It originated from that rock. Oh well. We will check this corner out. This corner of the beach. And then we will see if we can see the light trail. This is an enemy. I wasn't sure if this was a merchant. Okay, he is tough. Crap. Oh my god. Nice. I forgot we rested, or we lit the palm. No, we didn't lit. We lit the side of grace at the cave. I thought we were all the way back at the beginning, but this is not so bad. Wait. It's still quite a walk, actually. I thought it was closer. Come on, boys. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Coming to the big monkey man. Monkey Man by the Specials. Also a great song. I think I see another skull over yonder. Yes, I do. Oh no, it's a rune fragment. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, you see the light over there? Wait, it's going over here. What is this light? I am intrigued. It seems to go over there. And it goes here. It's like a triangle. So you'd think there'd be something in the middle, like a X marks the spot kind of situation. No. Let's check out the message. Try attacking lights. Okay, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna... I didn't want to be spoiled, but I guess I do. I do not like being clueless, but whatever. It's part of the fun, I think. Okay, so we'll wait for the light to come here. Because running after it is pointless. Okay, there it comes. I'm ready. Are we really supposed to attack it? Maybe my timing was just off. Let's try it again. We'll catch it by the corner. Ah, we'll wait slow. Okay, we'll put a pin in that. We'll check that out later. Let's go grab our souls. Okay, they're behind the guy. Or under him, actually. My god. He's like a truck. Oh. Wrong button. Stunlock him. Almost got away with it. Let's charge him. Got him. Nice. That is a lot of runes. He's very nice. Strip of white flesh. Let's see. We also have to check out the rune fragment. Stone fragment found near places where runes have fallen from the sky. Can be used for crafting or simply for throwing at enemies. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky. They glow with a faint light from within. Gold pickled fowl foot. We also have to read this still. Four-toed foot of a fowl, pickled in a golden medicinal solution. Craftable item. Boosts the amount of runes obtained from defeating enemies for a certain duration. Since old times, the needy would scrape the meat clean even from a fowl's claw. Land octopus ovary. We have to check this too. Land octopuses eat humans in order to bear young, and theirs is the blood that runs through these ovaries. I always thought it was octopi, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, they eat humans in order to bear young, which is horrific. And human blood runs through their ovaries. Which is a lot to get into right now about the workings of that. Smoldering butterfly, an eternally burning butterfly found near wildfires and elsewhere. Serves as kindling for a number of items. Sliver of meat, we already read this. Thin stripes of flesh taken from a bloodless creature. The dried meat toughens the constitution, boosting resistance. It's known for its long-lasting effects. So it's just an of the dried sliver of meat. Nice, another skull. Nice, rolling also works, that's good to know. Screw it, I'm just gonna check out the messages. I need to know. Maybe one of these people has an idea. Here. No, you can't attack it. That's nonsense. Try. I did attack it. But it won't work. Maybe once we have torrent, we can attack it. Okay. This seems like a fruitless endeavor. So let's just head back up the cliffs and go to the next bonfire. And I think we'll call it an episode then, because it's getting rather late, and I do have a lecture in the morning. And I think I want to keep these episodes between an hour and a half. And if I have more time to play, then I'll just cut it into a couple of episodes. Okay, screw it. Let's just run past this guy. I don't care if he sees us. Oh my god. Oh no. Let's get some cover. Chug a little bit. Now we'll check out the rune here. Nothing for us here. Ah, here's the church. Excellent. So we will rest here, and then we will call it an episode. Fast travel to Sites of Grace. Nice. Another merchant.
Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of
Nice to meet
fine
you, Kale.
goods.
Telescope, nice, we want that. Okay, cool, another merchant.
Goodbye.
We're gonna leave it for here. We're gonna leave it here for now, guys, because yeah, I have school tomorrow. My throat is hurting, and honestly, it took a lot of time to set up my recording software and the graphical settings of Elden Ring. So I kind of wanna step away from the computer for now. But thank you all for joining. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Hey!